Chapter 5. Developing Emotionally Intelligent Relationships. In this chapter, we will look into how to become more emotionally intelligent in your intimate relationships with family, spouses, and friends. These are special relationships that require conscious maintenance and nurturing. There are steps and tools that you can use to improve your close relationships. Assessing your romantic relationships. Research shows that people who have a high EQ are more likely to enjoy satisfying and happier relationships. They are better able to manage their own and others' emotions, leading to greater respect and trust. When it comes to married couples, emotional intelligence matters a lot. Studies have revealed that there are specific areas that have the greatest impact on a marriage. They are happiness. This has shown to have the highest correlation to marital satisfaction. You might think that a good marriage will breed happiness, but it is actually the other way around. It is only two happy people who can create a good marriage. Self-regard. People who regard themselves better are more adept at handling criticism than insecure people. Having such confidence prevents you from taking offense when negative comments are made. Self-actualization. People who are constantly seeking to make themselves better tend to be happier in relationships. Realism. If you are realistic about the relationship you are in, you are less likely to be disappointed. It is also important to rate your relationship so that both parties can see the areas that need to be worked on. You can write down how you rate your feelings on a scale of 1 to 5, and then record what you like the most about your relationship. You should also identify the areas of the relationship that you are not very happy about and use a scale of 1 to 5 to rate just how much you want those changes to happen. Using a rating helps you attach emotions to the different aspects of your relationship. Emotions are what hold a relationship together, so if you are determined to understand each other's emotions, then you'll be able to build and strengthen your relationship. The role of emotions in relationship growth. If you can control your emotions, you'll be able to make your relationship stronger. Furthermore, managing the emotions of others also helps everyone focus on how to make the relationship better. Always try to maintain a sense of happiness so that you can be able to get over the rough bumps in the road. Avoid giving the people around you negativity because it breaks down the level of positive interaction between two people. Positive interaction between people is more than just verbal communication. Studies have shown that couples who focus more on communication than the actual behavioral change were less happy in their relationships. Those who were in the habit of taking positive actions toward one another experienced happier and positive emotions in their relationships. In other words, doing good deeds for your partner will help improve the relationship and create more trust. What makes couples grow apart emotionally is the fact that they start to take each other for granted. Life and busyness tend to get in the way, and soon you grow apart. Having a high level of emotional intelligence will help you maintain a good relationship because you have the skills to manage your own emotions and consequently those of your partner. Managing your partner's feelings. It is extremely beneficial to learn how to manage your partner's emotions. It will help you learn how to read their emotions better and keep the relationship steady. The first step is usually to recognize their emotions. Can you tell when your partner is bored, suspicious, angry, or embarrassed? How do you measure their emotional temperature? Here's how. Pay attention to their tone of voice. Watch their facial expressions. Read their body language. Ask them how they are feeling. Use empathetic language to communicate. It is only when you are able to read your partner that you will stand a chance of managing their emotions. If they are in a negative mood, you need to know how to deal with their emotions. Here are some tips. If the conversation becomes too hot, agree to talk about the issue later when you have both calmed down. Listen without getting defensive. Inform them that you care about their concerns. Be empathetic and understanding about their feelings. Avoid escalating the situation. Confirm with your partner that you have a correct understanding of their feelings and situation. Get to understand your partner's feelings first before offering any solutions. This is especially important for women. Women usually need to be understood, while men generally desire solutions. The aim is not conflict avoidance, but simply handling contentious issues calmly and respectfully. Assessing your social relationships. Being emotionally intelligent can also benefit your social relationships. Practicing emotional intelligence skills is definitely less complicated in social rather than romantic relationships. Emotional skills can help you improve your interpersonal relationships, which in turn lead to better friendships. It is therefore important to find the right balance of interpersonal, social skills, and emotional skills. Interpersonal skills are used when interacting with strangers and people who you aren't close with. Emotional skills are used when dealing with people whom you are closer or intimate with. If you are not careful, you can find yourself going to either one of two extremes. You may be too aloof and distant, or you may be too emotional and willing to share personal information with strangers. You need to have the emotional intelligence to find the right balance. Some people are naturals when it comes to knowing just how much to share with others. The rest have to figure it out by watching how socially successful people behave around others. If you find it difficult to get the balance right, you should look at likable characters, whether it's on TV or real life, and see how they share the right amount of information with the right people. Another way is to use your life experiences to determine how to maintain a good relationship. An emotionally intelligent person is able to appreciate the rules of social relationships, both theoretically and practically. Having theoretical interpersonal skills means you know the rules and how they operate. For example, there are times you can tell the status of people's relationships by looking at their behavior. Practical interpersonal skills involve being able to go ahead and start, nurture, and maintain a healthy relationship. This requires a daily commitment in communicating and relating to others. You need to have both the theoretical as well as the practical skills to improve your emotional intelligence. They will make a huge difference in how you build and maintain good social relationships.